I'm Trish Toby with WARC reporting to you live from Westchester, New York, where there appears to be some sort of mutant menace on the loose.
Hey, everybody, I'm Pat Reber.
Hey, and I'm Matt Allcamp.
And say it with us, Abe.
Welcome to
Mutant
Menace. Some people got to start sending us their names.
I know. Well, actually, we did get to the point where I can no longer keep a full mental list, which is what we asked for. But still want those names. Please send us your names, and only your names, an email with just your name in it.
If we don't keep getting names, we're just going to start saying X-Men names. Say it with us. Iceman.
Scott.
Oh, Pat.
Matt, what's up? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. I'm excited to talk about the Regenwurm.
The Regenwurm.
The rainworm. The German rainworm. It's an insect that... God, I should have done more research.
Is it? It has like 1,000 legs.
Ew. Okay. Is an earthworm
really skeeved out by this thing?
Is an earthworm an insect?
No, it has no legs.
So what kind of thing is it?
It's just a bug. Worms are their own type of bug.
They're lumbricids.
What is that? Are you speaking German again?
They're from southern Ontario. In Canada, it's also called the dew worm or granddaddy earthworm. In several Germanic languages, it is called variants of rainworm. For example, the Gemeiner Regenwurm, the common rainworm, or the Storregenwurm. That's in Danish. That's the large rainworm. So anyway, we're talking about bugs today. Did you ever see one of these in your
X-bugs
wood pile?
Yeah, I've seen several bugs in my time.
But I'm talking specifically about Nightcrawlers.
About the Nightcrawler? Enough puffy faffing, Matt. We are here today to talk about, I think, maybe our favorite character as a show so far.
As a show, yeah. I think me and your favorite character individually change, but we never fall far from, God, we fucking love Nightcrawler.
Yeah. Kurt Wagner is how you actually say it in German.
You know, where did we last see this guy?
Kurt, we just saw last week.
Oh, yeah, we just see him every single week.
He was just being an X-Man in various adventures, but
we haven't lost sight of him. This is interesting because this is the adventures that he's had in between the issues of the X-Men. But unlike next episode, we're doing Iceman. We lost sight of Iceman for like 5 years. But we've never lost sight of Nightcrawler.
No, since he debuted, he has been with us. He has been our friend. He has been winning our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that he can do any wrong in my eyes, but, well, I should say that's yet to be tested.
Kurt Rupert, the whole friggin' episode, Pat!
The whole episode is about him. We're going to take a little trip back in time. But not before we take a trip back to the present, Matt, and talk about Pat's Email Corner.
Yay! No one ever emails us.
That's not true. But people should keep emailing us. We have some of our usual crew here. We'll start with an email from Vio da Gama.
Vio da Gama!
Dear Pat, please tell Matt that I was reading the latest issue of X-Men 97 Season 2, issue number 2, and I spotted a familiar face. Matt, that is the comic based on the animated series, based on an older animated series based on the comic.
Oh, yeah, okay.
If you remember. With the X-Men, the animated series, it's a weird parallel timeline where the 1992 comic cast, including Gambit and Cable, go through abbreviated/PG rated versions of the original comic arcs even if they're way early in the timeline, and that the TV show started getting readapted as its own side comic in the early 90s as X-Men Adventures, which is all mad confusing. It sure is. That's a long sentence.
I remember having a couple issues of X-Men Adventures. It sucked. Because I liked the X-Men comics and I liked the TV show, and I remember getting X-Men Adventures and just never reading them because I was just like, these aren't good. I know I'm 7 and I know these aren't good.
Well, it's the one thing that VO doesn't really mention here is whether or not these are good. So please let us know, just for our own purposes, if this new generation is any good.
VO Dagama, before you send your next email, like if you're going to send an email about this episode or whatever, I need you to pause right now, send us an email that just says good or bad.
Yeah. Separate email.
It can't say more than that.
Yeah. Please. Thank you. You've been great about following the rules. Yeah.
We really like to bully our listeners into doing weird shit.
Especially the more they write to us, the more we're like, they just don't dislike us enough. Anyway, VO brings this up because she includes a page here from issue number 2 with, she says, that mean old bag with the dead kids from your last and future Power Pack episode, Annalie. She just appears on the one page acting shifty around X-Force.
She looks very sweet in this drawing.
She does. She looks, she doesn't look nearly as mean and crotchety as she does in the, who's drawing those? John
Romita and Mary Wilshire are the two people we've seen draw her, and they both draw her like like you wouldn't want to meet this old lady. Like this is the mean old lady in your neighborhood who's also like a first grade teacher that nobody wants to get.
Right. It's like the lady from the Goonies.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, hey, nice to see you, Annalie.
2 more quick notes from VO here. I cannot wait to hear you covering Spider-Man teaching Beyonder how to shit. Says that one book derailed my entire own X-Men reading process for a month. That's Secret Wars 2.
I bet people stopped.
That's the spoiler. We've made no secret of it.
I bet Secret Wars 2 made a lot of people stop reading the X-Men. Right? Like, I bet there's a lot of people that were reading the X-Men and they came to a confusing issue. I were like, oh, I guess I got to read Secret Wars 2 before I read this. And Secret Wars 2 just sat on their like bedside table, unread. Yeah. And just more issues kept piling up underneath that first issue that they just couldn't get through. And then they, at some point, a couple months in, they were like, I'm just going to stop buying X-Men. And maybe when I finally read this stuff, I'll catch up.
I imagine a few people probably started reading it and were like, you know what? I think I'm okay on comics for a little while.
Yeah.
And then finally, on the topic of claiming your listeners are primarily from the Midwest of the U.S., I'll have you know I live on Cape Cod, right next door to where Rogue broke into Carol's ex-boyfriend's house that one time.
Invite us over.
Yeah.
I want to go to Cape Cod.
Send us your address. We will read it out on the air.
We'll show up with packed bags.
And all our recording equipment.
We're here.
Thank you, VO. Up next,
Thanks,
we're going to talk to Ink Master, RE episode 67. Ink says, hey, Pat, tell Matt that the word he was looking for was semi-quincentennial.
Oh, semi-quincentennial, Pat.
I liked quadrimillennial.
Pat, it's semi-quincentennial.
Semi-quincentennial, because we're halfway to the 500-year mark.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Very Roman numerals, but okay. Also, Matt's, quote, British accent when he was doing the Windsor Smith bit sounded like he was trying to do a Dracula impression.
I can do different British accents, but this was this was like the accent of a guy whose last name would be Windsor. Oh, it's me, Barry Windsor Smith. Like that's a guy whose last name is
purpose.
That's a guy whose last name is Windsor. Oh, it's me. Oh, you've spilt all of my crumpets. I'm Windsor Smith.
Can you say blah in that accent?
Blah! I found to suck your blood.
I do want to say, just to validate Inkmaster here, I edited that episode and I didn't catch it while you were doing it. I just thought it was off. But while I was editing it, I said, is he trying to do Dracula?
Dracula.
Okay, let's keep moving. Thank you, Ink. Up next, it's Email Michael, episode 66 responses. Hey, Pat. Could you please tell Matt that while I don't really like getting into my religious beliefs or practices, I appreciate the request to pray for Inkmaster's laptop.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, Email Michael is a private guy because of his strange ninja past.
Oh, that's right. He's an undead ninja.
And while I also appreciate the request to discuss Mutant Menace around the dinner table, I literally don't own one myself, so it might be a while before I get a good opportunity.
Because he lives in a crypt.
Not everybody has a dinner table. Some people use like a dining room table.
Wait, a dining room table isn't a dinner table?
No, I think those are two different.
I feel like dinner table is just any table around which you eat a dinner. Like
That's
if you eat a dinner
table, the dinner table.
Yes, if you are eating dinner at the coffee table, you and your wife are at the dinner table.
Wow, Matt, all this time I thought we were aligned on messaging, but I was being way more specific. However, the third thing that was brought up was the question of whether Hulk could bone down with a human. I think the strictest possible answer I can give to that is yes, I think he theoretically could if all parties involved were careful about it. Whether or not they would, or even could be in the case of Hulk, is another question I'm not qualified to answer.
Okay.
Not an expert on how Hulk fucks. Email Michael.
Yeah, I think it would be a dangerous thing to do. I guess, like, here's my thing. The Hulk is a raging beast of emotion, right? At all times, he is just like, his body is coursing with various hormones, right?
Yeah. So he must get horny.
Well, he wears the tiniest little scrap of fabric over his junk, and every part of him is massive. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, we have definitely if we've seen the Hulk 5 times, one of those times he must have been horny because of all the radical emotions he goes through. And we have never seen
anything through those extremely tight little shorts.
Exactly.
So it may stay normal size is what you're saying.
So he takes off his pants. He is this giant hulking creature with what, like a normal sized human penis, but it looks so little. It looks
compared to the rest of them.
Yes, yeah. It looks like he's got a pencil sticking out of his stomach. But my other thought is maybe he can't get hard as the Hulk. All his blood is in his muscles. It won't go to his tumescence.
Oh,
it won't go to his erectile tissues.
All right, fair point. Email Michael. Up next, we have sweet Douglas.
Oh, sweet Douglas.
No subject line. Says, hey, Pat, ask Matt why his response to a polite request for more Canadian content is to try to break up a Canadian family.
You don't understand.
You're off the hook for the whole tiki thing, he lets me know. Thank you. And now Matt is being canceled. Hashtag save our wives.
Look, I'm just saying, Pat was making the point that she doesn't have to be...
She doesn't just have to be Canadian wife.
And I was making the point that one of the reasons she doesn't have to be Canadian wife is because she's not required to stay married.
Right. What if in the future...
No. I'm not even going that far.
Well, I guess then if she's going by Canadian wife, and if she chooses to go by Canadian wife and then gets a divorce, I would assume she goes by Canadian ex-wife after that.
So I'm just saying, of all the various reasons she doesn't have to go by Canadian wife, that was one of them.
Continues, the talk about Cyclops' optic blast aiming got me to thinking about interesting physics surrounding them. Remember, he just looks at things.
He just looks at things, which I can't believe we never really internalized.
Since he simply aims with his eyes, if he aimed at a ship on the distant horizon, would it hit the ship? The light reflecting from the ship is bending around the curve of the planet, so would the beam simply soar off into space? Or would it also bend along the same path and manage to hit said ship? Thought about this when you guys mentioned he could hit the moon. I imagine this information exists on the internet, but it's more fun to just ponder and debate.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
I think, well, I guess it depends on if it's confined by gravity, too,
Yes.
right? Like, if it's like a bullet.
I think it is. I think it would be subject to gravity.
And follow the curvature of the Earth.
If it's got enough substance. To it to knock a person back or blow up a wall or something, I think it could be pulled by gravity. And it's instantaneous. That's the thing about the moon is, the moon would move so fucking fast from where it is, but it's instantaneous. He would just...
Yeah, but even like light getting to us from the moon takes time. It's not...
It takes approximately 1.3 seconds for light to travel from the moon to the Earth.
Okay.
So, he would miss the moon. Idiot. Not you. Not Sweet Douglas, not Pat. We're making fun of Scott. Scott, you dumb idiot. Try hitting the moon. Why don't you?
Yeah, nice try, idiot. Although he would probably use his spatial geometry.
I know.
Probably bounce it off Venus or something.
Lord of the freaking idiots.
Finally, here's an interesting point. It's been interesting. This is how I know it's interesting. He says it right up top. It's been interesting revisiting the first season of X-Men 97 now that I've read a lot of the original comics. I had no clue about characters like Sunspot or the Life, Death, and Magneto trial plotlines. They definitely took some liberties in the modern retellings, but I imagine it was at least partially to avoid some of the cultural/racial insensitivities and sort of condense long arcs into bite-sized pieces. Yeah, so I agree that like their Life Death episode also condenses the stuff that we haven't gotten to yet, right? About Storm getting her powers back. It's a self-contained story.
Why do you assume she gets her powers back?
Because I've read X-Men issues from the future. Because I come from the future. Man.
Maybe that's a new Storm. Maybe there's a baby. Maybe there's a baby Storm that grows up into that Storm.
That's true. How about this for an answer? Because I saw them do it on X-Men 97.
Oh, okay. How does she get him back in X-Men 97?
She fights a bird demon that Forge has somehow let out into the world.
Okay. Interesting.
No, and like those are the details. The trial of Magneto for them doesn't have Nazi twins. It just has like Nazi-ish guy.
Okay.
That just hates mutants and that they've never met before.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think for the efficiency of putting it into 30-minute episodes and for the purpose of removing stuff like Rom's Space Knight from these important arcs, they just kind of rework the stories. And I think they do a great job with it.
I was looking at an Instagram post the other day that involved, I think, Suicide Squad. And somebody in the comments was sounding off about James Gunn and how little he respects continuity. And then somebody else was like, dude, you're being a little baby about this. And he was like, oh, I guess so you don't respect comic culture.
Oh boy.
And that made me laugh so hard. If somebody retells a story in a different way for the movies, they're not respecting comic culture. And if you enjoy that, you're not respecting comic culture, Pat. So you and Sweet Douglas, you're just not respecting comic culture is the thing.
All right. Good chat, Sweet Douglas. Thank you. One last emailer, Matt, but two emails remain because we are hearing from Mikey 2 mails. Up first, non-X-Men related email. Hi, Pat, tell Matt I said hello. There was an episode where you mentioned pranks. I used to love a good prank and still do. One of my crowning pranks was when I worked in a large office was hiding 400 rubber ducks around the office once in random places, like everywhere. You would open the drawers to get some pens and find a rubber duck. You would sit at your desk and there was a rubber duck on your keyboard. I probably spent maybe a good 2 hours putting them around the building. It was a lot of fun. And though everyone suspected it was me, I did not confirm it.
That's a cute prank.
That's fun. Very whimsical. Doesn't hurt anybody. It reminds me, Matt, of maybe one of our crowning achievements in comedy. When we were doing a sketch show called The Wind Show. And for a Halloween episode, we did...
we did a thing about how you were obsessed with candy corn.
I was obsessed with candy corn. And so we started just by... I was eating candy corn during the show. Like, clearly just even as a character eating candy corn. We started finding candy corn in the props.
Every character you had was just eating candy corn in the middle of the sketch, yeah.
And we started finding... like we were using props. There was a suitcase that we had to open, and it turns out the suitcase was full of candy corn, or the sleeping bag that we had to roll out was full of candy corn. And every time whoever I was in a scene with would be like, just keep moving. And then in the middle of the show, after one of it happened, you all came out and did an intervention with me about candy corn. And we had gone out, we had spent, they were like $1 a bag. And I think we spent $20 or $30 on candy corn and just put it everywhere we could think of in this place. We had decorations all over the place because it was a Halloween show, so every one of them was filled with candy corn.
You would just you'd rip like a cardboard ghost off the wall, and just a pile of candy corn would fly out. And that's how that thing ended. You were like, I'm not addicted to candy corn. And we're like, yeah, what's this? And then we start going into like the audience around the venue.
We had it
ripping
stuff, in the seats.
ripping stuff down, and it's full of candy corn. Like asking people to get up off the couch and then moving the cushions. And there's just huge piles of candy corn under there.
It was so good. What a good time. We used to be good comedians.
Oh, fuck. I remember those days.
And then finally, an X-Men related email from Mikey Two Mails. He says, "Hi, Pat. Tell Matt I said that I really enjoy when he talks more about the history of what was going on at the time the comics were written and dives deeper into the political things happening behind the scenes. As a very big believer in we can do better and all means all, it warms my humanitarian heart to know Matt is out there fighting the good fight too."
Oh, Mikey Two Mails. So you keep it up.
Yeah. I'll keep it up too, but
all right, whatever. Me and Mikey Two Mails, we're here fighting for what's right, and you can just, I don't know, eat your candy corn or whatever.
All right, Matt, it's finally time for us to take a little trip back in time.
Okay, well, to this past week, where I ask you, have you been doing anything X-Men related this week, Pat?
Matt, you know what? I have. I haven't seen you in a little while, and some time ago I bought you a birthday gift because it was your birthday. I don't know if we address that here. Happy birthday.
I'm 40. Thank you.
I did buy you a birthday gift.
No way, thank you.
It finally arrived, which I didn't have to tell you because I haven't seen you. So I could very easily just have said this has been sitting here since June 27th, but I have nothing else X-Men related I did with my week. So there you go.
I don't get to see the present?
Happy birthday, Matt. No, I'm not going to show it to you right
now.
Next time I see you.
Okay. I'm getting an X-Men related present, everybody. And that'll be my X-Men related thing next time I see you. Yeah. All right. So are we going to get into...
Matt, no.
What? Oh.
Matt, did you do anything X-Men related this week?
Oh, yes. I read a bunch of X-Men. I read some X-Men. I've been getting back into my own personal read, and I just got through the end of Rob Liefeld's short run on X-Force. And
okay.
You know, I didn't hate reading it. It's not like it's not good. I would never make the argument that it's good. His art is terrible. His writing is horrible. And Fabian Nicieza is not much better at filling in the scripts. One thing that I've noticed a lot about the post Claremont writers is they just kind of put the X-Men through scenario after scenario, And it really underlines how Claremont would put the X-Men through specific scenarios that deepened their character or their bonds in a way, or the themes of the thing, where in the Fabian Nicieza, Scott Lobdell, John Byrne era, their characters seem set, right? And are just used to make quips.
Yeah.
And
let's put the X-Men in this situation, and then we'll just figure out how to write that.
And they are those characters. Like there's no cohesion between character and story. And it's the same is true about X-Force, but it's kind of breezy is what I like about it. It's kind of like it moved really fast, and it had, we'll talk about it in a few years, but it had an ending that was legitimately kind of exciting. Like a lot of different pieces all converged together at the end on Rob Liefeld's last plotted issue. And I was like, all right, guys. Okay, you did something.
We'll give him one thing, and it is the plotting of that run.
Right. But even then, as I said, it's schlock.
Yeah. Comparing it to the low bar that is,
it's just kind of entertaining schlock in a way I didn't expect. I thought I would hate every moment of it, and instead I was like, this has been fun, just dumb.
Can't wait.
Anyway, now I'm on to Executioner's Song. So
are you sure that's an X-Men comic and not like a medieval romp?
I thought it's an album by Elton John.
Oh, let's talk about taking a little trip back in time to 1976, Matt.
That's too far back.
What were you doing in 1976?
I was dead. That's too far back. But the X-Men were just getting going in 1976.
Yes, the X-Men as we know them, the Dave Cockrum class, is brand new. So we have already read all the X-Men of that era. What I think.
Why the hell are we going back?
Because what we didn't get to, Matt, and what fits very nice thematically with the Nightcrawler miniseries we'll cover a little later in this episode, is a few appearances with him and one of your favorites. No, I'm sorry. One of my favorites. Spider-Man. So I think all the background we really need for this is that, back in the 70s and then the early 80s, the X-Men were still young. The direction was still kind of being figured out, but we were seeing these like big leaps in creativity and character development in the main series. The other thing to remember is that sometime in that era was Kitty's fairy tale, where Kitty helped Illyana get over an illness or being scared of something or whatever by telling her a story.
Yeah, that was in
about
1982 or something.
And so that brought them to this fantastical land with all these characters that were actually representative of real X-Men. But they were all like, I don't know, goofy cartoon versions of themselves.
When it is pertinent, we will explain them. We'll explain who is who.
Sure. If you've forgotten Kitty's fairy tale.
How could you?
Which you should never do.
In fact,
in case you end up in this situation.
In fact, recap it in your head right now.
Yeah. We're waiting.
All right, Pat. Well, then tell me about what's going on in Amazing Spider-Man 161 and 162.
Yeah, we're gonna burn through Amazing Spider-Man 161 and 162, and the Nightcrawler came prowling.
Okay.
And let the Punisher fit the crime.
Okay. All right.
So
Jesus Christ.
Take a guess who we're gonna come across here. Len Wein, writer-editor, the original writer on the new X-Men.
Who probably still doesn't understand who they are and what they do.
No. Yeah. He seems to, especially here in 1976. Ross Andrew, illustrator. Here's a former X-Men artist that we've seen before. Mike Esposito, embellisher. Glynis Wein, colorist. Irv Watanabe, letterer, or in 162, John Costanza, letterer.
Okay, all right, 2 letterers.
Release dates were July 13th and August 10th, 1976. That's why we took a trip in time back to that year. Mm-hmm. Cover dates are October and November 1976. During a training session in the Gymnasium.
Yeah, it's not the danger room. It's the Gymnasium.
It is. They have a trampoline and like some weights and some. I'm trying to figure out if this is if Len Wein and Ross Andrew think this is a separate room in the mansion, or they don't know. They just don't know. Room is called, and this is how they picture it.
I didn't even realize until Nightcrawler jumps through a window to the outside, and I was like, "Wait, what?" And then I was like, "Oh, it says Gymnasium."
I haven't seen this room before.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like the that one room that appears in one episode of The Simpsons.
This is also probably where Professor X plays basketball and does the announcer voices for himself.
Yeah. During a training session in the Gymnasium, Kurt Wagner sees something in the newspaper that shocks him, and he takes off into the night. Cut to Coney Island, where Peter Parker and friends are just getting off a harrowing roller coaster ride.
It explains why, but he's so scared the entire roller coaster. And I was just thinking, like, if this roller coaster crashes, you're the one guy who survives, man. Like,
that's true. But they do, I figured it out before they explained it, but they do explain that, yes, Spider-Man's Spidey sense is going off the entire time because he's not in danger. Roller coaster is a very controlled environment.
Yeah.
Unless there's something wrong. So I don't understand. I actually don't know why his Spidey sense would be going off all the time.
Because there's a I'm opening it up now, and I don't know why I like missed this. This is such a common framing device in comics that my eyes just didn't see it. He's framed through a sniper rifle lens. So his Spidey sense is going off because there's a gun pointed at him. But he just knows his Spidey sense is going off, so he assumes it's the roller coaster. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess it's like having anxiety on a roller coaster.
Yes. Yeah.
That would be pretty unpleasant.
And then he threatens to punch Mary Jane, so.
He does. He also he meets up with Harry. They go to the hot dog stand. He orders a hot dog for Mary Jane. He says 1 hot dog for the lady. And then in the next panel, he's eating it.
He's eating it.
Do you think he's embarrassed to order a like he's so insecure in his masculinity that he can't eat a hot dog in front of other men?
So he tells the man, "This is for the woman. I don't eat. The lady. I don't eat. I don't gobble glizzies.
Not that kind of guy." Soon after, he spies a man being shot dead by a sniper rifle off the top of the same coaster and rushes into action.
Holy Hannah! That man's been shot!
Oh my God.
How happy were you to see your favorite?
I was so mad. I really thought we were rid. It's been like 6 months since somebody said Holy Hannah, but we had to take this trip back in time.
They just wanted to make you feel like you were there. And if you ever go back to the 70s, everyone's saying Holy Hannah all the time. Just nonstop.
My God. I'm never doing it. I'm never going to time travel back to the 70s.
It's like, you know how they say in a crowd scene, if you're like a background actor, you just say peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots. Because it's got enough syllables to sound just like random murmuring.
Yeah.
If you go back in time to the 70s, you walk around, everyone saying, Holy Hannah, Holy Hannah, Holy Hannah, Holy Hannah, Holy Hannah, Holy Hannah, Holy Hannah.
I read a Marvel What If once. It was like a comedy What If, but they had everybody saying watermelon cantaloupe, watermelon cantaloupe, cantaloupe, watermelon cantaloupe. And it was like
that's too hard.
Beast and the Thing and Captain
watermelon
America
cantaloupe
in the background.
Watermelon cantaloupe, watermelon cantaloupe,
watermelon cantaloupe, watermelon cantaloupe. I think that's more just to make it look like your mouth is moving rather than create crowd noise. But
okay, yeah. So you just mouth it. Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nightcrawler has arrived in Coney Island as well, following news of an old carnival friend of his who was also shot.
Oh.
As he prowls around for clues, he manages to see the shooting and runs to the rooftop to catch the sniper. Unfortunately, The shooter is gone. Spider-Man arrives, mistaking Nightcrawler for the culprit. The two have the standard superhero misunderstanding fight until Nightcrawler bamfs a hasty retreat, leaving Spidey alone and confused. This is Spider-Man and the X-Men's MO, right? Especially at this point, before a couple more adventures happen. He sees an X-Man. They fight over a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
He gets his ass beat. And then later they face a common threat.
And he's like, what the hell was that? but that is just Marvel Comics in this era too. This is the only story anyone's allowed to write when two superheroes are in the same spot.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I have something to say about that later. He retrieves his camera, Peter Parker does, and heads to the Daily Bugle looking for leads. Robbie Robertson puts him on the trail of the Punisher, though it's weird because none of his victims have criminal records. Also, unbeknownst to Spidey, Nightcrawler is on his trail.
Nightcrawler's like, I saw him get it. He took pictures of me. I've got to go get him. There's also, during their fight scene, there's a fun scene where Spider-Man webs Nightcrawler's tail to the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Nightcrawler's like trying to run away and just like stuck.
He's just stuck by his tail. Very good. After a short interlude, we learn that the Punisher believes he's being framed. We don't need that. Like this is still middle end of the first issue in this series here. You don't need to tell, like, the mystery is, why is the Punisher doing this? If it's the Punisher, is it the Punisher? And if so, what's going on here? We don't need to cut to the Punisher saying, I'm being framed. I didn't kill any of these people.
Makes it a worse
story. Issue.
Yeah, makes it a worse story.
Leave the mystery there.
Yeah.
But I think Len Wein just really wanted to write some Punisher stuff, because every time we cut to the Punisher, he's doing the War Journal.
He's doing the War Journal. What a dork. God, sometimes you read a comic book writer's work and it just hits you like, this guy's a fucking dork.
Yeah. What a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Thinks he's after that, we cut to some tramway depot where Spider-Man is on the hunt. Suddenly, Nightcrawler appears, slams Spidey in his nerve points, steals his camera, and flees. He fucking messes up Spider-Man.
Beats the hell out of Spider-Man. Spider-Man is no fucking match for Nightcrawler. Can you believe that?
Nightcrawler's little pressure point punches.
Yeah.
Spider-Man recovers and gives chase. Kurt destroys the film inside, as the world doesn't know about the all-new X-Men yet, and tosses the camera back to Spidey with an apology. Spider-Man replies by punching Kurt off a tramway support.
This
is an outsized reaction. You were already told by Robbie Robertson that Nightcrawler's not the killer here.
Yes. Right. And Nightcrawler is explaining and apologizing.
And you're returning your camera.
And you're like, fuck off.
You piece of, you're just mad now.
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah. What happened to with great power comes great responsibility.
Right. Kurt gets out of this situation, though. And the two begin fighting again until a tram car whizzes past, and out of its doors pops the Punisher with a gun pointed at both of them. Turns out the bad guys told Punisher that the imposter would strike here next. As a new misunderstanding fight breaks out, the sniper strikes again, shooting at the tram car. Spider-Man and the Punisher begin to realize the whole situation, but when the Punisher demands Nightcrawler answer some questions, Kurt ports away so far that he collapses, exhausted.
We're in issue 2 now, by the way.
Yeah. He sees the imposter fleeing, but he's too weak to follow. He's so sweepy. He curls up on one of the girders in the Brooklyn Bridge.
This Punisher is asking about Nightcrawler, and Spider-Man says, if I know Nightcrawler, he's nearby. You don't!
You don't know
Nightcrawler.
You just tried to fight him because you thought he was a gun-wielding madman.
You thought he was a literal demon. You said that to us, the audience, that you thought you were fighting a literal demon. You don't know this man. Don't pretend like you do. just to show off in front of your buddy Punisher?
Spider-Man and Punisher team up, tracking the imposter to a benefit block party the following night. Unfortunately, this is also a setup, and Spider-Man finds himself chained up to a light post in the middle of the block. This is definitely Frank Castle using Spider-Man as bait, right?
Yeah,
because he's like, Spider-Man, why don't you go up there, sneak around on the rooftops? And Spider-Man's wearing bright red and bright blue. Like, and Frank's like, I'll just dip through the alleys. You know, I'm the one kind of putting myself out front here, getting up close and personal with the bad guys. But meanwhile, he's really just hoping everybody will watch Spider-Man and shoot at him.
And then won't notice, that he is,
And then, Spider-Man gets ambushed.
Oh, who could have seen that coming?
So he's tied to a light post. A man with a torn up, scarred face steps from the shadows and calls out to the Punisher, using Spidey as bait. He's just being bait left and right. He calls himself Jigsaw, and he's seeking revenge for the injuries the Punisher gave him years earlier.
Oh no.
This is our first appearance of Jigsaw.
I know. This is, it's in like this desperate double team up issue.
In a Spider-Man meets Nightcrawler issue.
Yeah, Spider-Man meets
debut of one of Punisher's most iconic villains.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Punisher disarms Jigsaw with a perfectly placed knife throw, but Jigsaw is trained and skilled and back up in seconds with a rifle to Spider-Man's head. He says, I trained for months to be as good as you.
Wow, that was some pretty intense training, man. I trained for days for this.
You spent a decade in the military, man. Thankfully, Kurt Rupert Nightcrawler is here.
Kurt Rupert Nightcrawler's here.
He followed the Punisher, hoping he'd find the man who murdered his old carnival friend, and he leaps into action, ripping the rifle from Jigsaw's hand. Punisher starts taking out henchmen, and the racket wakes Spider-Man up, who rips free from his chains in an instant.
No, Punisher's... You got it all wrong, Pat. Punisher's taking out henchmen with rubber bullets.
Oh, right. Yeah. He didn't kill anybody.
He's using rubber bullets because
he's using rubber bullets, which
very
are
good boy.
Totally safe and could never kill someone.
He's a good boy.
In the comic book world, I think we have to accept that rubber bullets aren't capable of killing people, because otherwise we just don't have a non-lethal bullet.
Right. And we need guns. Some superheroes need guns, like Moira McTaggart and the Punisher.
Also, I love that they put Spider-Man in handcuffs. How many people make this mistake of being like, just tie him up. I got some twine in the car.
I've been training on these knots for months.
The three men start punching the hell out of everyone. In the middle of the chaos, Jigsaw loudly admits to the murders and runs away. Deathly afraid of the...
do that. That ruins his whole plan.
He's terrified. Like, I'm so sorry that I killed everybody and tried to frame you. He also, Kurt tackles him at one point and he goes, a monster.
This is his first appearance. This is going to be the biggest Punisher villain in the Marvel Universe. And this is how he shows up.
I don't think they meant to bring him back. So he tries to run. He's deathly afraid of the Punisher catching him once again. This leads to a fight between he and Spider-Man on top of a fire engine. He's stealing a fire truck, where Jigsaw blasts Spidey point blank with a fire hose.
Ouch!
And Spidey wraps the hose around Jigsaw's leg, throwing him from the truck. He wraps it around his leg and then gets it caught up in the axle.
Yeah.
So Henry yanks him off the truck.
And I don't know why.
Wile E. Coyote.
I don't know why they needed to include all of that, right? It's just, all he needed to do is pull on the hose. Like, he didn't need to wrap it around the truck's axles, too.
Yeah. Or Spider-Man can probably withstand a fire hose. He can stop a fire truck, I think.
Yeah, all right, good point.
With Jigsaw unconscious and tied up, Punisher and Nightcrawler reconnoiter with Spider-Man to make sure everything is squared away. When Spider-Man turns to apologize to Kurt, Kurt is gone in a puff of smoke. When he turns back to the Punisher is gone. Spider-Man ends this little team up all alone once more. The end.
Oh boy, that'll be the beginning of a theme, is when Nightcrawler and Spider-Man team up. Nightcrawler's just gone and Spider-Man just has to deal with shit on his own.
Left at the end, which is honestly for the best, because as we know, the X-Men don't turn anyone over to the authorities.
And Spider-Man's going to end up punching him again if he just gets annoyed at, like, he steps on like a piece of glass on the sidewalk. He's going to punch Nightcrawler.
Yeah. That's for when you stole my camera.
You already punched me for that one. Oh, man. It was a cute little team up.
Yeah, this is fun. It's very much a Spider-Man comic. Like, it's very light. It's goofy. Wolverine tries to kill Nightcrawler for insulting him.
Yeah, this is still the Wolverine who's just, like, angry for no reason, tries to murder people, and when he laughs like a hyena, and his like the ear, the little like mask spikes on his costume flop around.
yeah, like a dog's ears would.
Yeah, this doesn't feel super dissimilar from the Nightcrawler we'll eventually come to know either, which is interesting.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like Wolverine.
Well,
doesn't feel like Jigsaw, but it does feel like Nightcrawler.
If we go back in our memory banks to the Dave Cockrum era, Dave Cockrum loved Nightcrawler and developed all those characters with Len Wein. So not surprised that Len has a pretty good handle on it here. And he's a better Spider-Man writer than most of the people writing Spider-Man in this era.
Len Wein is,
Yeah. He doesn't write very many of them, I don't think.
Well, Pat, that was a fun team up. Are you ready to see Nightcrawler team up with Spider-Man again?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, well, it's like 4 years later.
Will the Punisher be there too?
I don't think so. It's 4 years later. It's October 23rd, 1979. Cover date's January 1980. It's Marvel team up number 89, Shootout over Center Ring.
Oh, like basketball?
Chris Claremont's the writer. Michael Nasser is the penciler of the first 13 pages, while the last 4 pages are by Rich Buckler.
Yeah, mostly just like cover artists, kind of backup guys around the Marvel bullpen.
Oh, Michael Nasser is? I don't know the name, actually.
I will say he looks very much like our villain here. It looks like he drew himself as...
Maybe that's why he got fired for the last 4 pages. Joseph Rubinstein's the inker. Clem Robbins is the letterer. Carl Gafford is the colorist. Al Milgram is, it says here, ringmaster, which you know how I feel about these cutesy titles.
Oh, I love them. Especially since Chris Claremont hates them. It's very refreshing to get some cheeky sort of...
And it says the editor-in-chief here is Oliver Ellsworth. 1796 to 1800.
Never heard of him.
Also, I don't know why I said those dates. Kurt picks up Amanda Sefton from the JFK International Airport. How do we know Claremont's writing, Pat?
Because the first thing we see is an airplane.
Yeah, a description of how it lands on the runway and what time. Yeah, so I guess he picks her up directly from the tarmac because he spots Arcade's private plane and, in a panic, sneaks up on it to see if he's up to any trouble. Amanda Sefton's here.
He sneaks, Nightcrawler sneaks a kiss on her and she goes, "Eef!"
Also, another thing that makes an appearance that we haven't seen in a little while, the Rolls Royce.
The Rolls, they let Kurt drive the Rolls to the airport.
To pick up his girlfriend, his magic.
Which is probably how he got right on the tarmac, right? You drive a car like that. You
No
flash
one's
that kind
gonna
of money
stop
around, they'll let you go anywhere.
Yeah, you say, hey, I'm driving on the tarmac. I can, this thing, I'm going to fly it to Brazil. And then they say, yes, sir, go ahead. Go right ahead, sir. Use our runway. Also, why does he do this? He's sneaking up. While he's sneaking around Arcade's plane for some reason, he overhears a conversation between Arcade and Amos Jardine. Arcade's upset that Jardine backed out on their deal, hired a different assassin to kill Spider-Man and his circus tonight, and is now demanding his deposit back. Kurt teleports out of there before he's seen, trying to find a safe place to keep out of sight.
Some very concise storytelling here, just bringing us right up to speed. Okay, this guy wants Spider-Man dead. He originally hired Arcade. Now he's going with someone else.
We also get confirmation Arcade's accent is Texan.
Texas twang.
It says Texas twang.
Yeah. Well, howdy. I'm Arcade, the international assassin.
Wait till you try and escape from Murder World.
Just wait until you try to escape from Murder World. That's more Texas, right?
Just wait until you try and escape from Murder World. Why are they waiting to try? This line of dialogue doesn't make sense, and we've both taken it. Hiding in the trunk of a car in the airport parking lot, Kurt reveals to Amanda that Jardine was actually the man that bought the circus he used to perform in and first forced Kurt to move from the trapeze to the freak show just before he left and joined the X-Men. They head off to the circus, hoping to warn Spider-Man about Jardine's assassin. All right, we have to slow down and explain to people what's happened here. Nightcrawler overheard this thing. He saw Arcade's plane, snuck onto it for no reason, then overheard this plan and was like, we're already involved. I'd love to just walk away, but me and you have to get involved. Why?
Well, now they have to get involved because they heard that somebody's going to try to kill Spider-Man.
But he's like, I have to leave you. Yes, true. But he's like, I can't leave you here or Arcade will find you. Why would he think that?
Oh, yeah. He's really worried that Arcade is. I guess that's just that's trauma, right? Your girlfriend got kidnapped by a master assassin because
you don't leave her alone near master assassins anymore. This is like when your partner cheats on you and you just you stop going to the bar together. You stop taking them to the bar from now on.
Right. It was fucked up of Amanda Sefton to get kidnapped by Arcade. Really drove their relationship into the ground.
Really hard for him to trust her now. Also he tries. Okay. So then again, to slow it down. So people are listening to that description and are like, wait, what happened? Not because it's poorly written, but because things happen so fucking fast.
Yeah.
He's like, we've got to get in the trunk of this assassin's car. And they get in the trunk, and then Amanda's like, why do you keep being so weird about him? And he's like, because he bought my circus and made me be in the freak show rather than the acrobatic show. And I hate him.
Yeah. So I quit the circus immediately.
And the next day I joined the X-Men.
Yeah, so, okay, let's slow this piece down a bit, because when we meet Kurt, he's being chased through town by a mob wielding torches and pitchforks.
Yeah.
Did he whip that up in one day?
Yeah, what was he doing in that town to get that big of a mob that fast?
They were ready.
Knowing Kurt,
signs and stuff.
Knowing Kurt, he kissed one of their daughters, right? Knowing
probably.
Kurt. Also, he tries to bone down on Amanda in the trunk of the villain's car.
Yes, it was while we're here.
Right? She's like,
sort of in a certain position, you know.
And she's like, get your hands and tail off of me. Kurt Rupert. He brings his tail into the
he uses his tail. Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah.
All right. So when they get to the circus, there's no sign of Spider-Man. So Kurt, thinking quickly, hops high into the sky and starts acrobating around. While Amanda points at him from the ground, shouting, "Look, it's Spider-Man!" Absolute genius crime fighters.
It's like our costumes both have red in them.
This is, and also I'm going to say, this is a scene where like he's being heroic kind of, but this isn't about heroism. This is his thrill-seeking addiction, right? This is his adrenaline junkie addiction.
Yes. So there's an assassin that's going to kill Spider-Man, but Spider-Man isn't there and had no intention. We find out that Jardine was counting on Spider-Man to show up by putting ads in the paper that said, I'll bet Spider-Man isn't as good at acrobatics as my acrobats. And he's like, he's such an egotistical little bug man. He'll show
up and try to out acrobat my acrobats, and then we'll kill him. Like, okay, good plan, dude. But you know who does have that big of an ego is our boy
Nightcrawler. But the thing is, if it's, I don't mean to spoil it, but Spider-Man's about to show up because Peter Parker is in the audience on assignment from the Daily Bugle, and he sees somebody impersonating Spider-Man. So he's like, I'm going to have to deal with this as Spider-Man. So if Kurt doesn't do this, Spider-Man never shows up to the circus. The assassination attempt never happens.
So Kurt is responsible for this whole thing, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So the plan works, goading the assassin. His name is Cutthroat.
Cutthroat is here.
I don't know who Cutthroat is.
He is pretty low on the status ladder of supervillains, but I remember him because in the the aughts New Adventures run with Brian Bendis, the Hood gathers like a whole cadre of villains. Cutthroat is one of them.
Yeah, this is Cutthroat's first appearance. When do you think he appears in Marvel Comics next? When do you think the next time he shows up is?
So this is 1979. I don't think it's again until like the late 90s, maybe mid 90s.
It's early 90s, 1991. He's in a Captain America.
Sure.
He's in one of the 2 Captain America stories that are happening per Captain America issue.
Somebody just digging through the archives.
Like a backplot.
And this guy Cutthroat never came back.
Then he disappears for another 13 years until that New Avengers arc that you're talking about.
Amazing.
Then he disappears for 6 years and he shows up in some random ass shit and he's been gone since 2021. So that's Cutthroat.
Created by Chris Claremont and Michael Nasser.
Luckily, Peter Parker was here taking pictures and hops in his Spider-Man garb to save Kurt just in time. The sniper takes another shot, this time setting off a sonic screamer and stunning Spider-Man. What are you doing to me, Pat? Setting off a sonic screamer and stunning Spider-Man.
Yeah, these are some tricky run-on sentences here too.
You're really
try to tone it down a bit, okay?
You're really testing my
showing off
my pop guard. It's Kurt's turn to bamf in and save Spidey from plummeting to his death. They shove each other out of harm's way back and forth while the crowd panics and run for the exit, and Jardine watches and thinks about how poorly this is all going. How could a plan that perfectly have gone this badly?
His plan is so not only was he just kind of trying to bully Spider-Man into showing up so that he could kill him. The reason he wanted to kill Spider-Man was because he wanted to put his circus on the map. He was like, I'll make millions if I'm the circus that Spider-Man died at.
All right, so from the ground, Amanda spots the sniper's location and Kurt bursts in to fight him. But Cutthroat's armor is too thick to fight.
Well, Nightcrawler tries to punch him right in the chest.
Oh, man.
To punch him in the center of the chest. It's like where you can see he's wearing armor.
And he's like, oh man,
hand.
This is impossible. So Cutthroat's armor, it's too thick. Kurt takes a big sock on the chin, Cutthroat escapes back to the center ring and starts setting the animals free, which is a really good plan. If your plan gets foiled, just start setting animals free.
Setting animals free and then shooting your gun in the air to get them all riled up.
That's such a good. We should have seen so much more Cutthroat just for that move alone.
It's so good.
That's why he doesn't make the loser league, because that's such a good move.
Yeah. Good expert move.
The fight goes on until Cutthroat's gun misfires after being jammed with webbing, and he knocks himself out cold. But Jardine, seeing Amanda working with Spidey and Kurt, takes her hostage. He marches her at gunpoint to his car, but finds a restrained Cutthroat inside as Spidey and Nightcrawler strut on up to him.
That is Jardine thinks he's in control of the situation. He opens his driver's side door, out pours a webbed up Cutthroat, and then Kurt and Spider-Man are just walking up to him.
Sup?
The two of them never walk, but they're both just like, "Oh, hello, sir."
Nice night for it.
Yeah.
He threatens to shoot Amanda, but they beat the shit out of him before he can. Kurt and Amanda head home, leaving Spider-Man to call the authorities. The end, to mop up another fucking mess.
Yeah.
That
Very
Nightcrawler caused!
I have one note.
Okay.
When Kurt is first confronts Cutthroat, like bursts in a window to tackle him. He calls him Herr Schurke, which is German for Mr. Villain.
Hi, Mr. Villain.
Hello, Mr. Villain.
God damn it, he got me.
It's such a swashbuckling thing to say.
The circus fight was really ridiculous because, all right, there's a scene where Kurt falls and has to grab a like a handlebar with his tail.
Yeah.
And they make it really visceral, like it's yanking on his tail, and he's like, "Ow!"
Yeah, he says, "Ow!"
That's
you can
really
see the
good.
motion lines.
And then Spider-Man falls, and Nightcrawler teleports underneath him to catch him from the ground. But again, Nightcrawler catches him on the ground. If you fall a distance that would kill you or even hurt you, and somebody catches you all the way at the bottom of your fall, you've just hurt each other. Like, that's not going to do anything.
No, I think if you leave your arms sort of buoyant enough as you catch them and use your legs as sort of a spring, if you time it right, you could catch somebody and just like kind of slow them down.
Pat, this is akin to you thinking that you could survive a great height by just rolling at the last second.
No. You don't understand that if I'm just like trying to roll, first of all, it's possible, it's just unlikely. Second of all, I don't have the same mechanism of like somebody acting as sort of a spring to just slow my fall very rapidly and bounce.
Also the type of guy who says, "Oh, if an elevator ever crashes, just jump at the last second." And
that would not work.
None of this would work.
You have to climb your way up to the ceiling of the elevator
and jump upside down.
Never actually hit the ground. Yeah, you have to jump upside down. Jump down to the ground just as it's hitting, and you cancel out the force.
The other thing that's great about the circus fight is Spider-Man webs up an entire elephant.
There's an assassin loose. Focus on that.
Hold on! I've always wanted to do this.
Nightcrawler is unconscious upstairs, and Spider-Man is like, look at all the webs I can put on one elephant.
Just move out of the way. That's all you needed to do. All right, Pat.
Matt.
I want you to tell me about something else that we skipped along the way that involves Nightcrawler. Can you find something?
We're going to take a little trip forward in time to July 1981, when they published Bizarre Adventures number 27, which I think is in the magazine line, right? which means that it's not actually restricted by the Comics Code Authority.
Ooh, yeah.
That was where
there's full on penetrative sex in this issue.
Yeah. This is where they were allowed to work with like werewolves and zombies and blood and full penetrative sex.
I think what I think this was like a non-superhero title, but then they wanted to make like a prestige. They wanted to use this as like prestige version.
Yes.
And it's all black and white too. So these are the artsy superhero comics with no full penetration.
It looks very much like a Mad Magazine parody of a movie about the X-Men. Like everybody's a little more caricature-y than usual, and they're being a little snappier. They've got that kind of that look in their eye. There's a
cartooniness, and honestly, it does kind of look like a porn comic, right? Like you could at any moment you think somebody's gonna whip a dingus out.
Yeah, Matt, let me tell you all about it.
Okay.
We're gonna cover approximately 1/3 of this magazine. There is a Nightcrawler story called Show Me the Way to Go Home.
You better let me cover more of it next episode, or I'm going to be so mad.
I don't think I will. Sorry, no. Matt. Plot, Mary Jo Duffy and Bob Layton. Mary Jo Duffy, Matt.
Mary Jo Duffy's here.
Script, Mary Jo Duffy. Art, Dave Cockrum and Ricardo Villamonte. Dave Cockrum is here.
Dave Cockrum and Mary Jo Duffy, the team up you always wanted and never knew.
And listen, nobody, as much as this show loves Nightcrawler, nobody loves Nightcrawler as much as Dave Cockrum does.
No, of course not.
This is going to be why the rest of this episode is pretty Cockrum-centric.
Cockrummy.
So Cockrummy. That's my favorite card game. Release date June 16th, 1981. Cover date July 1981. The X-Men are all gathered around a TV set watching Zorro when Cerebro goes off, detecting half a mutant.
What?
Yeah.
Nightcrawler's eating smoot chips, and he has his sword next to him while he's watching Zorro.
Yeah, he's just kicking it with his sword.
He just brings it. He's like, "Oh, Zorro's on! Hold on!" And he runs upstairs to get his sword. That doesn't happen in the cop, but that definitely happened right before this panel.
Also, who is one of the X-Men is complaining like, Kurt, we can't watch this movie again, man. I think it's Wolverine.
Probably it's Wolverine.
When they arrive, they go to investigate the half mutant. When they arrive, the Vanisher is there, trapped halfway between two dimensions due to his encounter with Darkstar and the Champions.
Remember this? Honestly, though, do you remember this?
I do. Because I very vividly remember being like, my God, 20 years have passed and this guy is still wearing that fucking costume. So yeah, he is half of his body is there.
And they just left him there. The Champions just left him there?
Yes, apparently.
And they were like, another superhero will take care of this.
Somebody will find him.
I wish
they were right.
I'm never going to go back to the Champions to figure out what happened here, but I'm guessing they got pulled away or something. Otherwise, I don't know, but it's the Champions. They might have just said,
we almost killed ourselves reading those books. Not suicide-wise, because we did that marathon, remember?
Yeah.
So we're not doing it again. When Nightcrawler touches him, the half a Vanisher, there's a huge BAMF, and they both disappear through a weird dimension warp with alternate versions of themselves all around.
There's one where Nightcrawler's a duck, like Daffy Duck or Donald Duck, and Vanisher's a rat. There's another one where they're exactly the same, but they have big hairy feet. There's one where they are ladies. There's one where they're like sharp insect robots.
It's great. They're having a lot of fun here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The warp drops Nightcrawler in front of a bunch of women who want to make him their god because there are very few men in their world. Yes. Nightcrawler's flattered, but has to leave until he finds that he can't teleport. Not far away, the warp drops the Vanisher in the exact same situation. He also discovers that he can't teleport because he's covered in dark force energy. The women take him away.
Okay. He tries to fight them. He tries to pull a weapon off of his dark force covered body, which looks weird. It's like goopy. It's like he's like...
Yeah. It's like he's got goop on him.
And it droops over. He can't do it. It's very, very clearly a penis analogy.
Yeah. There is a clear comparison between the two of them by Mary Jo Duffy here, just being like, this is what a good man is. This is what like a scrubby shit man is.
And I don't want to equate impotent with a lack of manliness, but that is what she is doing here.
Yeah. But it's also just that's one of his many problems. I love what they do to Vanisher here because he is such a weird creep, and we've known it since the first time we've met him, and this is the first time we're seeing him like written in a non-crime situation as legitimately a weirdo.
And this sticks with him forever too. Like, this is the new characterization.
This is his personality now
of Vanisher, and just like will be forever. He's like a weird, creepy Dorcas who is constantly fucking up.
Yeah. Why, yes, I suppose I will be your king.
Exactly. Yeah.
At a feast in his honor, Nightcrawler discovers that there are no native men on this planet, and that they tend to pop in, stay for short periods, and disappear. The women can't answer why it happens, so they bring Kurt to their oracle, an old woman named Sev who lives in a TV screen.
Okay.
This is also...
very Looney Tunes.
Yeah. She looks like the grandma from Looney Tunes, but it's on like a TV covered in this weird space age material, and it says... What does it say? There's nothing wrong with your set?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with your set. And she, for some reason, keeps calling Nightcrawler... What's the name she calls him? Gainsborough.
There it is.
Why does she call him Gainsborough?
I don't know. She just starts doing that.
Yes.
Because we see her do it in a later issue that I read first, and I was like, surely when I go back and read Bizarre Adventures number 27, I'll figure out why she started saying that.
No, and then she just says it out of nowhere. Yeah.
But the whole setup, it's very like Max Headroom until the granny from the Sylvester the Cat cartoons shows up.
Yeah.
Sev, the Oracle, tells him he can leave by jumping in a crater called the Well at the Center of Time. If he jumps in with everything he brought with him and nothing else, he will go home. If he leaves something behind or takes something, it will deposit him in a random, unexpected dimension.
Ooh, what a tantalizing little foreshadowing. I bet something crazy is going to happen because somebody tries to take something with them or something like that, right?
Yeah, it must. It surely wouldn't just be...
You wouldn't add this in there if you weren't going to do that.
The motivation to bring the two characters back together. This seems deeper than that. Elsewhere, the Vanisher is living it up, surrounded by women and wine and treasure, when Nightcrawler finally finds him. Nightcrawler needs him to get home, but Vanisher doesn't want to go. They fight, and Nightcrawler eventually wrestles him to the ground and forces him to come to the well at the center of time.
This is Vanisher's going to try and his greed is going to get the better of him, and he's going to try to take something through the well, and they're going to get spit out into a different dimension. Man, I can't wait.
When they get there, Vanisher finally figures out how to use the dark force stuck to his body and clobbers Kurt, who appears back out of it a second later like a portable hole in Looney Tunes.
Yeah, he picks it up like a portable hole, yeah.
he's the Vanisher is super scared of him after it turns out that the Dark Force energy doesn't stop it. And he's saying all this weird, pathetic stuff like, please, please don't hit me.
I don't
can't
like
take
to be
it.
hurt.
He literally says, I can't stand pain.
He says something like, he says he's philosophically opposed to dying.
Save me. I'm philosophically opposed to dying. All this fuss, though, has attracted the attention of a big monster that keeps yelling, Ooga.
Oh, no.
Ooga. That's how I imagine it.
That's how it went in your head. And now in my ears, so thanks.
The two leap through the well and appear back with the X-Men at the exact time and place they left. Only now Vanisher is nude.
He's just nude. Wait a second. Okay.
Because so just to finish the story, Vanisher is nude. He teleports away on purpose this time, and a second later, so does Kurt.
And there's not really a resolution. They were like, where were you? And he was like, paradise. And one day I'll go back. But right now I'm going. And then it's just BAMF and the end.
Yeah. He's tired. And he got torn back from
Lady
women
Paradise.
just fawning all over him.
Yeah. Well, maybe he means hell and he's dying. And this is the last issue of Kurt Wagner Nightcrawler ever.
Yeah. Could be. I'm going to hell. Extremely funny to leave the Vanisher nude. He uses the rest of the Dark Force energy on him, which, as it turns out, was what was covering his body. It just formed itself into a bodysuit.
Eaten his costume or something, and then formed a bodysuit. And
so the moment they get back is when he realizes he's nude, and he's also in front of all of the just beautiful X-Men.
Yeah.
And he's like, ah! and then just disappears.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, Pat.
Just one other cute joke from this issue. So Cerebro shows them there's half a mutant in Poughkeepsie, which is spelled, I believe, Poughkeepsie. It's an old Native American word, right? But Kurt says, Poughkeepsie? Is there really a city with such a name? Just picturing that in his cute little German accent.
And the rest of the story, he's telling people, like, I need to get back home, or at least to Poughkeepsie.
Yeah. He's delighted by it.
All right, Pat. You just told me a story.
Yeah, and I'm going to continue to tell stories.
Oh, okay.
I'm a storyteller, Matt. It's my it's my duty. It's my calling.
These characters, they just live in your head.
Yeah. Because I read about them. They're other people's stories.
They're speaking through you.
So what I want to tell you about, Matt, is the Nightcrawler miniseries, sort of the cream of the crown of our episode here.
The cream of the crown, you say?
I think I'm mixing my metaphors.
It's the cream of the crown.
People know what I mean.
I'm certain they don't.
mutantmedispod@gmail.com.
What's the cream of the crown?
So this is the reason for the episode, right? The reason that we said, hey, let's get all of our Nightcrawler appearances together.
Raison d'episode.
Raison d'episode. Very good. So we're gonna dive into it. In 1985, we're back to the present, Matt. We're back to the future, which is our past.
Yeah, your kids are gonna love it.
Or November of 1985. We have Dave Cockrum returning to write and art this.
He just couldn't stay away from his boy Nightcrawler.
I know. This is a love story, Matt.
Mm-hmm. Between the writer and the character.
This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure I have most of my thoughts in our final thought section are going to be about this miniseries because it's our centerpiece. So I'll stop wasting time. Nightcrawler #1 How much is that Boggie in the window?
What?
That's Boggie with a B. Writer / artist Dave Cockrum, colorist Patty.
Just Patty, yeah.
Patty is Patty Cockrum. This is a comic book artist who happens to be Dave Cockrum's wife. And you would know her if you, I think, bought a slushie from 7-Eleven in the 70s or 80s that had a picture of Spider-Man on it.
Okay.
She did a lot of the promotional art for Marvel.
I actually didn't.
But she was I think I may have had some slushies in the 80s, honestly. I was old enough by the end of the 80s. She was in the Marvel bullpen for a long time, picking up work like that. She did some covers. I know she did a lot of the art in handbooks, if you had the official handbooks. Did some what ifs. She did one Amazing Spider-Man. She did one issue of The Cat. So she's got a as an artist, she's got a resume. But she also loved coloring for Dave Cockrum.
And loved Dave Cockrum.
Letterer Jim Novak, editor Ann Nocenti, and editor-in-chief Dim Cooter.
So
I've used that one. Hang on, sorry.
I'm on my copy. It says Bushrod, Washington, 1798 to 1829, but I don't know why mine says
an
that.
Editor-in-chief, Bushrod, Washington.
And this is the artist, writer, colorist, letterer, editor, and editor-in-chief for the entire miniseries. So
that is correct.
I think there's a different letterer. You
got that one right, Matt.
There's a different inker and letterer on issue number 4. Joseph Rubinstein and Diana Albert.
Get that one right. Sorry, say those names again so we can properly honor them.
There's on issue number 4, inkers Joseph Rubinstein and letterers Diana Albert.
So you didn't get that one right.
Read the damn comic.
Kurt, as usual, is training in the danger room, overseen by Kitty and Illyana.
Illyana's wearing a Michael Jackson shirt.
Kitty is fucking riding him. She is like making him sweat and laughing about it with Illyana.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't think there were supposed to be rockets in this training simulation. And she's like, you gotta keep on your toes, bitch.
Rockets?
You know she says bitch?
Yeah, she calls him bitch. She's moved on. She's not scared of him anymore, at least. Kurt tells Kitty and Illyana about Bizarre Adventures number 27, and Kitty uses the computers to generate a replica of the well at the center of time.
Oh, remember that?
But turns out it's not a replica, and a weird flying squid reaches out of it and grabs Lockheed, pulling him and Nightcrawler through a dimensional portal. They escape the grasp of the squid thing, only to find themselves dropped into the middle of a flying pirate ship.
Oh, yeah,
the flying squid, Matt.
They crash into the deck, and Lockheed says a curse word, and it's 4 letters. So I imagine they crash down, and Nightcrawler's like, "Oof, I think I just dislocated my whole body." And Lockheed says, "Fuck!"
I do love this, that he's like extremely foul-mouthed. If we can't understand what he's actually saying, we might as well assume that
he's just cursing.
He's just cursing up a storm. The pirates, convinced that Nightcrawler is some kind of Boggie, take him to be hostile at first, but upon seeing his skill and his charm, decide to take him onto their crew.
He says, "I'm not a Boggie," and it's like, and he's like, "And what's a Boggie?" Fucking, if you don't know what a Boggie is, how do you know you're not a Boggie?
How do you know you're not a Boggie?
You might be a Boggie.
It's at first you kind of skip by it because every third word that these pirates say is made up.
Okay.
He is made up or is existing pirate slang.
Man, yeah, a lot of piratey.
It's exhausting to read.
Not as exhausting as some of the later characters.
Yes,
man,
every
fucking character except for Nightcrawler in this series speaks in like a crazy dialect. Right. And everyone's calling him Boggie.
This is a good time to mention that you're level of suspension of disbelief here should be sky pirates. They're
Right.
they're riding like pirate ships that you would see in the ocean, but through the sky, and there's flying squid.
And I think what Boggie, it means like the same thing, the same place you get like boogeyman, right?
I think it's clearly there's something here called a boggie that they consider to be sort of like lower form, someone that they would kick around, or like maybe they make them work in the kitchens or whatever.
Right, but it's I think it's based on like the boggart myth, which actually, you know, like it cauterized into a specific thing post Harry Potter, but it used to just be like a generic, like, oh, a ghoul, a gremlin, a goblin. It was called a boggart, and then, you know, it changed into you know, that's where you get boogeyman, that's where you get bugbear, that's where you get bugaboo. All of that comes from boggart.
Damn, I didn't know that.
And they all say, and his what does he call it? His companion, the Bandersnatch, which is just straight from
Bandersnitch, Matt, because he's small. A large one would be a Bandersnatch. They make it clear through the crowd discussion when they see him.
Okay, so yeah, that's just taken from Through the Looking Glass. It's just a Lewis Carroll Alice in Wonderland thing.
Yes, yeah. There's a lot of, I think,
borrowed stuff,
borrowed ideas. Yes, yeah, that are half homage and half, how do I make this story work?
Yeah, and like, you know, maybe a half homage, half how do I make this story work, and then 25% more for 125%, just theft. There's some like jokes that are just fucking Monty Python or whatever.
Sure. After a week or so of Kurt hanging out and teaching them how to play poker, the Sky Pirates happen across a royal sky ship carrying a member of the royal family.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, a royal space queen.
I can't wait to meet her.
They clarify that while it's a week for Kurt, it's only been a few moments back in the danger room. Time works differently in this space pirate dimension.
Yeah, the entire time there's a framing device where Kitty and Illyana are like trying to retrieve Kurt from this time.
They're panicking and getting it wrong each time. It's very funny.
It's funny. It has very little to do with the story, so we kind of skip over it. Very but yeah, it's impact. Cute.
They prepare to invade it, the royal ship, and start peppering it with cannon fire. But Kurt demands they stop. This is our job, they respond. So Kurt grabs the cannon and points it at the deck until they agree to stop.
Yeah.
Now unwelcome with the pirates, Kurt teleports over to the royal cruiser. They also take him for a boggie, but he explains himself again, and they agree to take him to their destination, the city Amy Honora.
I love Amy Honora. She was robbed of the Oscar last year.
The only thing they won't do is let him talk to their princess, Jinjav Sabri.
Jinjav Sabri.
When they dock at Amy Honora, Nightcrawler tries to talk to the princess again, but they block his way and try to pay him in gold. He's insulted by this and knocks it from their hands, teleporting his way through the marketplace. He's getting a little self-righteous here.
Yeah, how dare you offer me gold? All I wanted to do was bone your princess.
He says my loyalties are not for sale. They're trying to pay you for the thing you already did.
And then a fucking minute later, he steals a cloak. So what sort of goddamn moral code is this? You could have taken the gold and then bought the cloak.
He's just mad that he can't talk to the pretty lady.
Exactly, yeah.
Princess is supposed to be beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, she's just, all these people are just, I don't know, just highly decorated orange humans.
Yeah.
So far, that's all the creatures we've seen.
Unbeknownst to Kurt, however, Jinjav Sabri was kidnapped by hooded figures moments later.
Yeah, off panel.
Kurt sees the crowd Kurt sees the crowd panic because they believe him to be a Boggie, so he finds a disguise to roam around with Lockheed curled around his neck. But soon, a young girl runs up to him and asks for his help. Her brother has been wounded by brigands. When Kurt follows her into a dark alley, he's knocked unconscious by the pirates from earlier.
Oh, those guys!
They hit him hard.
And they use a gold serving tray to blong Lockheed on the head so hard that it bends around his fucking skull.
The pirate's like, good thing I stole this serving tray. When Kurt wakes up, he and Lockheed are on a ship being carried by one of those flying squid things, like a blimp ship. And the captives, and they're the captives of a shark man named Chagrin the Sorcerer.
Yeah, he's just a shark guy.
And he does this all the time.
Oh man, it's worse than the pirate thing.
Between words, mid-sentence.
Yeah. All of his S's are long like that, and then just between words he'll just do it. Also, he looks like a He-Man toy because he's got that those weird underwear with like a giant belt and a gem in the middle of it.
He's a shark with arms, so he's got very much a shark body, which is just like kind of formless, but his arms and legs are jacked.
Yes. Yeah. This look,
and a shark's head, of course.
100% like a He-Man character.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
This issue is kind of actually like a little tedious, I thought.
This one was tough. And I gotta say, I'm a fan of this miniseries. I really enjoyed my time here. This one was tough to get through.
Yes, it gets better. Pretty much every issue is a little bit better than the issue before it.
Yeah. So two things, and maybe this will help going forward. I was going to save this for my final thoughts, but I'll say it right now. Number one, I think this is a comedy. This is intentionally. It's made as a comedy, so ridiculous slapsticky things happen. We're supposed to laugh at them. But it takes an issue and a half to find its feet, right? It's doing a lot of world building up top. It kind of does it in annoying ways where you have to listen to these or read these like long monologues or people talking nonsense. Have you seen the movie Bullet Train?
Of course not.
I think lines up exactly like that. If you couldn't make it through the first quarter of Bullet Train because it's long and it's doing a lot of intense world building that will pay off later, then you of course there's nothing of value. I wouldn't blame you for doing that. But if you stay through all four quarters, you're coming out on top. This is all going to come around. You're going to enjoy the hell out of yourself, and you saw something funnier than it had any right to be by the end.
This is for all you listeners who saw the movie Bullet Train.
Yeah, probably very few of you, but I will tell you that if you can push past the slow start, it's a good movie. It's very fun.
Pat, let me tell you about Nightcrawler number 2, A Boggy Day in London Town. Pat, I figured this out. I cracked this code. I've been working on this.
No way. What's
week.
It mean?
Do you know London Town is code for London Town?
This is how they say London Town in Space Pirate.
London Town. Dimension. Yes, it's supposed to be London Town. Isn't that crazy?
There's so many references to things that couldn't possibly.
They couldn't know about.
Again, it's the level of disbelief that we're willing to suspend here because Dave Cockrum is just having a good time with his favorite guy.
I filled up 5 notebooks trying to figure out that London Town was London Town.
You got there, buddy.
Release date, September 10th, 1985. Cover date, December 1985. Kurt! He finds himself face to face with Chagrin, restrained and unable to teleport due to the wizard's magic. He continues to insist he's not a Boggie while while Shagreen explains he's studying him to learn about teleportation, which all Boggies can do. He'll figure it out even if he has to dissect Kurt to do it. One of the other hooded guys is carrying Lockheed, and he's carrying him by his tail, and just like with his like two fingers, like holding his tail between his two fingers, as if like if you're holding up a dead fish, and you're like, ew. Kitty and Illyana, meanwhile, continue to panic in the danger room control room that they've killed Kurt. The narrator lets us know that while it's been more than a week for Kurt, to them, he's only been gone a few minutes.
Yeah, we get reminded. But it is funny that they're like, shit. What did we do? How did we do this? How did we open a well of time in the danger room? Did we kill Kurt? Fuck.
Cut back to the pirates who are partying at the tavern when they hear that the princess they were trying to kidnap was actually kidnapped by Shagreen. That's the shark wizard man. The perfect opportunity, the captain says, to double-cross the fish face and kidnap the princess themselves. How's that?
That was good. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Does Shagreen know what a fish is? They're in the sky, and this is where they're finding squid.
Well, I guess maybe...
He's a shark man, but people keep calling him fish face. Like, is there...
In this world, probably fish... Like, this is probably normal in this world, that there's a guy who's part shark, right? If fish are this other thing...
Well, sharks are fish.
That's what I'm saying. If fish are this other thing to them, this flying thing to them, and also sometimes men, how is it that's like me calling you human face.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like they don't have fish in this world. They just have men that have faces like fish. So if somebody was like, "Hey, fish face," they'd be like, "What's a fish? This is a person's face."
But they also have squid, so I'm assuming they do have fish, but just fish that fly.
Maybe they call the birds fish. And this guy, because it's shaped like a shark's head, they think it's like a bird.
I think it kind of looks like a bird. He's kind of got a beak. Meanwhile, Kurt frets in his restraints, not noticing 3 sets of eyes staring at him from the mirror he's next to. They emerge from it, and he notices and lets out a little yelp because there's 3 little blue Batmen with yellow eyes and fangs, looking a lot like Nightcrawler. They're Boggies.
Boggies. We finally see them. When you say Batmen, we're not talking about it's Bat-men.
They have big ears like Nightcrawler. They also have like the webbing between their bodies and armpits and like elbows. Yeah. Like they can fly.
They're bat ears though. They're like more bat-like than Nightcrawler's ears are. They're shaped intentionally to look like a cross between Nightcrawler's ears and a bat's ears. Also, is Nightcrawler based on a bat? Because he kind of...
I think you're kind of forgetting how big and bat-like Dave Cockrum makes Nightcrawler's ears, because everybody else just makes him have pointy human ears. But yeah, Cockrum has always made him have just like big, wild ears. And they... talk in this like, how would you describe this? Like it's like an impish kind of like, oh, not so fast. We hasn't fallen off the turnip truck. They don't know what a turok is.
Yes, like a cat has cheeseburger sort of.
Boggy nest raised no dummies. It didn't, like a Yoda. Yeah.
Yes, if Yoda got really into memes in like the early aughts.
Yeah. I just want somebody in this fucking miniseries to talk normal. It's so tiring. They explain they're being hunted by Shagreen for their teleportation abilities, and his magic has the same effect on them. They are able to hide in Mirror World, but that's no place to make a home. Good thing fucking Shagreen keeps a mirror in his dungeon.
Yes, right next to his person restrainer.
Kurt promises to help the Boggies, and they break him out of his restraints. They let him know that Shagreen is actually about to kill the princess right now, a sacrifice to an evil god that gives him evil powers, the god Cthulhu-Gorath. So like Cthulhu and Shumagorath.
Oh, I did not pick that up.
Yeah, all of this, there's like he's casting a spell at some point, and it's Loctos et mirabus piri catar numbus agnosticus, and it says, I put it, it's Latin for places and wonders of the pear tree, the cloud is unknowable.
Huh.
And he says, he mentions Hades. So like this is just a ton of different shit all slapped together.
He's having fun. That's when I say you have to accept that he's doing some of this stuff. When someone in another dimension is
speaking
when like a
Latin.
god in another dimension is speaking Latin and referring to Greek mythology.
Mm-hmm. Chagrin's magic prevents the Boggies from entering his lair, but since Kurt isn't a real Boggie, he should be able to get in. He finds Lockheed, and they set off to stop Chagrin. The Boggies fail to tell Kurt about the Guardians of the Temple, 2 giant rock snake monsters that break out of the wall and attack. They're kind of Pokemon-like.
Yeah, like Onyx from Pokemon. But with fangs.
Kurt and you know, he's like, I noticed that Lockheed's fire is not very effective against it. That's true.
That's
in
true.
The Pokemon type matchups.
Lockheed uses fire. The narrator says it wasn't very effective.
It wasn't very effective. Kurt and Lockheed are no match for these things, but Kurt's got a plan. As Chagrin prepares to cut open the princess, he hears a rumble coming down the hall. Suddenly, the Guardians burst through the wall, hot on Kurt's tail, who has led them right here.
This was so cool.
Mm-hmm. And it's one of those really good Kurt leaps where he's got 1 foot bent under him, 1 foot extended in front of him, and he's covering his head with both of his hands. It's very good Dave Cockrum Kurt leap.
Yeah, it's beautiful. He's in all his glory, and he's got just 2 giant snake monsters behind him, and he's saying, "Get him, boys!"
They managed to
just This is why it's worth having Dave Cockrum both draw and write here, because most of this is going to be just absolute silly. I don't want to call it garbage, but garbage, right? Like garbage, but good garbage. Silly, good garbage. But you're going to get these panels of Nightcrawler both doing and saying the coolest fucking thing in the world. And it makes it all worth it.
Yeah. So they managed to distract Chagrin long enough to stop the ritual, but not long enough to escape. He's got them trapped with magic until the pirates blast a hole in the wall to mount their attack.
The pirates are back. You remember them?
Oh, boy. So now you get to have every person speaking annoyingly in the same page.
That's right. They're talking to each other.
In the fracas, Kurt picks up a metal ball on a chain and swings it as hard as he can at the orb on Chagrin's magic staff, just like the Boggies told him to do. They were right. Chagrin is powerless. Kurt, Lockheed, and the princess all start running for it. But
nice.
The explosion from the magic orb was too powerful, bringing the entire fortress there and down around them. Chagrin grabs the princess and hops onto the pirate ship for an escape, but Kurt bamps onto the ship before they can get too far. Chagrin pulls out a cutlass, but Kurt just grins in response, and as he grabs his own cutlasses. 1 in each hand, and a 3rd in his tail.
Fuck.
They fence their way up to the top of the living blimp they're flying on, and thanks to Kurt having his teleportation powers back, Chagrin is eventually thrown off the side of the airship. Very impressive, though, that Chagrin with 1 sword manages to fend off 3 swords coming at him, doesn't get stabbed.
Sure, but Kurt's not gonna, stab him. He's toying with him. This is so cool. Kurt has the upper hand here, and he knows it. From the moment the guy picks up a cutlass, he's like, this is my game. And he picks up 3 cutlasses, and then just starts the onomatopoeia on the page is going clink, clinkety clink, because he's just attacking the sword with these 3 swords, driving him back. And then they're essentially on a blimp that while they fence, climb up to get onto the top of it. It's I'm wetting my pants.
And Kurt's
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
He's wetting his pants. Kurt also is kind of This guy, this guy's falling to his death. I should save him, but I couldn't port down there and back fast enough.
I'd be so tired after
my
that.
foot hurts. Lockheed would get lonely.
He also, it's interesting, he does mention, like, I should kill this dude, but as an X-Man, I'm sworn not to.
Yeah.
Like, his philosophy there is, I'm not going to kill him because X-Men don't kill people, not Kurt doesn't kill people.
That's interesting, yeah. Kurt is taken back to the princess's homeworld, where he's hailed as a hero, knighted, and is about to get down with the princess herself. When Kitty exasperatedly presses a button in the danger room, and Kurt is suddenly sucked into a dimensional void. First, though, the first button she presses makes Kurt, like, retrieves Kurt's costume only.
They're kind of fishing for him, right? Through.
Yeah. They're like, send it back, he's nude.
And he was. They cut back and he's like, oh my god, why was I just temporarily nude?
And the princess is like, how did you do that? And then it closes in on her and she's like, can you do it again?
But no, he's sucked into a dimensional void at that moment.
He finds himself spit out into a new dimension, greeted immediately by a miniature version of himself, calling him daddy and welcoming him home, to be continued. So this looks like the Boggies, but chubby and cartoony and wearing a Nightcrawler costume.
Yes, and the face is a little more human. I think they've got like actual eyeballs, right?
They've got big round eyes and a big like honkin' clown nose. It's like they look like a big cartoon character. Like
they're cute.
They're cute. You might recognize these guys from Kitty's fairy tale
as the Bamfs.
The Bamfs.
Back when Kitty thought that Nightcrawler was like a weird pervert.
She wasn't entirely wrong, but Pat, that's why this next issue, number 3, is called
To Bamf or Not to Bamf. Release date October 8th, 1985. Cover date January 1986. Surprise! Nightcrawler is in Kitty's fairy tale now. And all the little Bamfs think he's their daddy. He's led to their village.
Funny. It's so funny. Go ahead.
He's led to their village where the houses are made of puffballs and put on a dais where everyone chants for him.
They're all yelling, Daddy! And somebody says, let's hear it for Daddy! And everyone chants, Daddy! Daddy!
It's so funny and he's so confused.
So
and
many
agitated.
Nightcrawlers all yelling, Daddy! Daddy! Yay, Daddy! Like, he's not even doing anything!
But suddenly, Shagreen the Shark Sorcerer appears. He tries to blast Nightcrawler with his new staff, but the dais is actually a spell stone that repels all magic.
Oh!
Shagreen says, it's a spell stone. You're standing on a spell stone which repels all magic. So instead, Shagreen kidnaps the entire village of Bamfs, except for the one standing next to Kurt on the spellstone.
Thank you, God.
And dares him to come retrieve them at a place called the Fangs of Doom. The remaining Bamf knows the place, but says they'll have to fly there. And he knows just the guy to help. He blows a big horn, but it summons the wrong guy. Mean.
Ooh,
remember him?
Remember him?
From Kitty's fairy tale?
Yeah.
Appears in a big tornado with a case of beer under his arm. In case you don't remember him, he is the Tasmanian devil dressed up as Wolverine, and he loves to drink.
Yes.
He smokes a full cigar in one puff. Moments later, Lockheed, the giant talking dragon from Kitty's fairy tale.
Remember that?
Remember? Finally arrives in response to the big horn. You know what I love about this is he's still got his Scottish accent. That's a detail that just didn't make sense. This is a personified representation of the jet that they fly around in.
Yes.
but they gave it as a Scottish accent.
I
And
guess to represent Moira, I guess is like
maybe it was
yeah.
Irish to represent Banshee.
It's
hard to tell Dave Cockrum's phonetical writing whether it was what accent exactly this is supposed to be. But he agrees to take them to the Fangs of Doom. On the way, they pick up Pirate Kitty and Colossus.
Oh,
remember them?
Yeah, I remember them.
Kurt's figured it out. He's like, if you're here, do you know my friends Kitty and Peter?
And it's just like in Kitty's fairy tale. Kitty is a pirate, and Kurt is a little cartoon character. Wolverine is like a weird Tasmanian devil, and Colossus is just Colossus. He's just normal Colossus.
Yeah.
His name is Peter Rasputin. He looks like Colossus. He's dressed like Colossus. He's just Colossus.
Acts exactly like Colossus.
Exactly.
When they get to the island, Big Lockheed is pulled under the water by another squid thing, and the gang get dumped into the ocean.
How many fucking squid things are there in this fucking
story? It seems like it's a species, so probably more than the three.
But that was that was in a different dimension.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, maybe this is the only squid thing in this dimension. The point is, there's
how unlucky for them.
Squid things in every dimension.
But this one's under the water. This one's actually a regular.
This one swims.
Squid thing. Fuck.
They make their way to shore, but before they have a chance to recover, a massive swarm of dreadwings attack. They're like bats with fangs and laser eyes and talons.
Yeah,
their
bats
heads sort of shaped like a human skull.
They look like the Sidrian hunters.
Yes, but with faces.
Yes.
Somebody says dreadwings. The very name invokes terror. I think it's the narrator trying to sell it on us.
Yeah. It's dreadwings? The scary guy. Even his name scares me.
The gang managed to put up a pretty good fight, but the dreadwings outnumber them and carry Pirate Kitty off to the top of the mountain. We get a brief interlude of Kitty and Illyana trying to retrieve Nightcrawler, but accidentally get a random BAMF who tries to smooch them, and they send it back. Anyway, Colossus, Mean, BAMF, and Nightcrawler eventually find Chagrin's fortress and make their way inside. Soon, a giant block of rock gets dropped on Colossus, but he's fine.
He's fine.
A little bit later, though, Colossus and Mean just straight up disappear in a bright light.
Yeah, why have that trial and have Colossus survive it just to a second later? Like, it's almost like Dave Cockrum was like, oh, fuck, I needed to get rid of him. Why did I make him okay?
But the stone thing is so cool.
I'm just going to leave it.
He survives a big rock.
It's like D&D traps. It's like old school 1970s D&D traps.
Yes. They disappear. When Nightcrawler turns to find them, he hears a BAMF and sees a big puff of smoke.
Oh, it's one of his little BAMF friends, I bet.
No. Standing in front of him is a creature that looks like a BAMF, but is 5 times his size with big fangs and orange fur instead of blue. It calls itself Dark BAMF and starts attacking Kurt. I love him. I love Dark BAMF.
He's just a big orange BAMF.
He's a big
but he's
orange
mean.
BAMF. And yeah, he's not whimsical. He's still kind of goofy and
he's like,
adorable.
You puny insect, I will destroy you. You will not survive against the might of Dark BAMF.
Dark BAMF. Nightcrawler gets his whole ass beat by Dark BAMF, and when he wakes up, he and all his new friends are strapped to a machine in front of Chagrin the Sorcerer. To be continued. To be concluded.
There's Kitty and Peter's ship is called the Abdul Al-Hazred. That's another Lovecraft thing. That is the mad monk who wrote the Necronomicon.
Okay.
Is named Abdul Al-Hazred.
So I guess they've also got Lovecraft in this dimension for people to be naming their ships after his character.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So in the other dimension, Lovecraft's gods were real, but all like mixed up with each other.
Yeah.
Like all like merged. And in this dimension, H.P. Lovecraft was a real person who wrote real stories who you would name your ship after. Or the mad monk Abdul Alhazred is just like a real famous guy here. Everyone loves him.
And they love him. Yeah.
They love him.
I'm going to name my boat after him. You know what?
And other note, this was the same in Kitty's Fairy Tale too, but fucking Mean is just pounding a 6-pack of Coors at all times.
Coors.
It's Coors.
He does.
He's like just like my dad.
Yeah. Although it's Coors Gold, it's not Coors Light.
Okay, all right, yeah.
And he puts the whole 6-pack in his mouth, chomps down on it to drink all the beer, and then shoots the beer cans out like bullets.
God, imagine how refreshing that would be if you like. Okay, if you didn't mind the feel and strength of metal and cardboard in your mouth.
Yeah, if your teeth could handle it.
But you just chomp down and all that liquid just spills out of all these little containers all into your mouth. Fuck, that would be refreshing.
I want to do that with like plain
Gushers.
seltzer.
Oh, I said gushers.
Gushers.
That is the whole fantasy of Gushers.
That's
right?
The point of Gushers.
The Gushers guy read this and was like, "Fuck, I want to do that." And it's like, what if?
How can we put more liquid inside than should fit the?
All right, Pat. Do you want me to?
All right, Matt.
Conclude.
Do you want me to ask?
You want me to? Do you want us together as friends? Nightcrawler number 4, The Wizard of Oops. Release date November 5th, 1985. Cover date February 1986. Ooh, Pat, 1986.
Yeah.
I'm almost not dead anymore.
Whoa.
Captain Kitty, Peter, Mean, and Kurt are all restrained by some weird fleshy device while the shark wizard Chagreen celebrates having finally captured the Boggie.
Kurt says, "I'm not a Boggie." And the BAMF says, "Yeah, he's a BAMF." And Kurt has to say, "I'm not a BAMF." This is where that joke really pays off.
Also, Kurt's like, how did you get to this dimension? How'd you learn to teleport? And Chagreen is just like, you'd like to know, wouldn't you? Because I'm not going to tell you. He's like petulant little child.
He's so catty.
Yeah. So the little Bamf, meanwhile, creeps through the dungeon below and manages to knock out the single guard keeping watch. This is where there's just a fucking Monty Python joke. Because he's like, your mother sweats bacon grease. And he's like, oh, yeah, Mom. She's great, isn't he? And he's like, your sister snorts elderberries. Which makes the pigman mad.
Yeah. It's very silly and yes, directly stolen from Monty Python. I like Monty Python, right? But there's no humor in the world I like less. I would rather listen to one of these fucking Austin comedians with their edgy racial material for 2 hours than have to have a conversation with somebody whose form of joking is just Monty Python references. Yes. It's very, I think, Rick and Morty, where like, I see it, I understand it, I don't ever need to discuss it again. It's just exactly. Yeah, hey, I laughed at those. I laughed at those jokes. Don't say Knights Who Say Knee to me. Ever. Fucking ever. You don't ever need to just say a joke from Monty Python as if you're making a joke. Yes, that's not your joke. No. And it's not fucking funny outside of Monty Python. Anyway. Except for in this case, when Dave Cockrum uses it to have the BAMF fool the guard. Does not make me laugh. I chuckled. I liked the your mother sweats bacon grease, and he's like, oh, my mom. I liked that. That was fun. Anyway, he and Lockheed, the little one, our Lockheed, break into the cell to discover, to his delight,
that they found all of the kidnapped lady Bamfs.
Oh, now remember, these Bamfs are horned up. They are never not on.
Every
so
Bamf
he
is
walks
horny.
in and he's like, yes, Lady Bamfs, what's up? Do you want to come to my room instead of this dungeon?
And not only are they horned up, they are creepy, right? That's how Kitty made Bamf. So he's like, ooh, he's like, I can't believe I'm about to let them out of this dungeon.
Yes. Oh, this is my dream. I have them all in a room to myself, and I'm the only man.
They're
I
all
can't
captive.
believe I have to let them go.
I have them captive in front of me, and they're helpless. Fuck off.
And he's saying this to them, and they hate him.
Yeah, they're not into it. But this fucking scene rules.
Yes,
at the bottom
another
of the
one
stage.
of those like, thank God I put up with everything so I get to see this.
Yes, because riding Lockheed, he and the Lady Bamfs charge into battle, toppling Chagrin, and they charge directly at the reader, right?
At the camera.
Toppling Chagrin and trying to free Kurt before they can, though. Chagrin knocks them all unconscious with a spell. He's about to kill all of them when a hole bursts in the wall. It's Wind Rider. Storm.
Remember her?
That's Storm. Remember her? Riding in on Big Lockheed, here to save everyone. She and Chagrin match power blasts. There's also a scene here where Kitty and Illyana accidentally pull Dark Bamf into the danger room. They're like, okay, that was a mini Bamf. So what if we just calibrate our device to get the biggest Bamf around? And then it's Dark Bamf, and he's like, hey, put the room back the way it was.
Yeah.
And then they send him back, and he's talking to Chagrin.
Yeah. Chagrin's like, where the hell did you go?
And he's like, I don't know, it was weird. And then he's like, Dark Bamf only pawn in Game of Life.
Yeah. Oh.
You're right, Dark Bamf rules.
He's great. I love him.
Kurt takes this opportunity, having discovered that the device restraining them is actually a living creature, to tickle it with his tail.
I told you he uses his tail.
That's how he gets out of this. That's the saving. That is the like ace in the hole that saves the day. Is Kurt tickling the machine with his tail?
He discovers the machine is a living being with nerves, and that he can tickle it.
Better not let me discover you're living, because I'll tickle you. It spits them all out. They join the battle. They jump in with Chagrin and Dark Bamf, and Kurt immediately tries to bash the same spot on the wizard staff, but Chagrin already thought of that. He moved the source of his magic power to a totally different place now.
You'll never find it.
At this moment, a frustrated Earth 616 Kitty accidentally projects her visage from the danger room into the sky of the big battle before accidentally teleporting herself right into the middle of it. Little Lockheed leaps into her arms just before Illyana presses some buttons at random and teleports the two of them right back. Kitty tries to use the same sequence to pull Kurt back too, but Illyana has no idea what she pressed. She's like, I don't know. I wasn't looking.
I had my eyes closed.
She screams it at Kitty.
Like, you finally did it right.
This is where I finally was like, okay, these issues fucking rule. I've been having so much fun. Chagrin is engaged in a power struggle, but also, if only one button does it, just try all the buttons, guys. Anyway, while Chagrin is engaged in a power struggle with Wind Rider, Kurt manages to steal his staff, gambling that he was lying, and actually just moved the source of his power to a different place on the staff, and he's right. Wind Rider zaps a powerless Chagrin, and Kurt smashes the little gem he finds on the bottom of the staff. Pat, that's like when you get an email saying like your somebody used your correct password to log into your account, and we stopped them. So please update your password. And you're like, all right, I got it. I'll put a exclamation point at the end. That is what this guy's doing with his staff.
He is. I just love him being like, "You'll never find out where it is." You don't think he's going to check the staff?
There's another gem on your staff, man.
And it wasn't there before.
Suddenly, Dark Bamf. So all of Chagrin's magic disappears, right? So suddenly, Dark Bamf transforms back into 100 little Bamfs, all the boy Bamfs that were missing.
That's pretty good. And it also explains why I loved Dark Bamf, because he was just the evil version of 100 regular boy Bamfs squeezed together.
Man, they come back and they're horned up, right? They're like, "Oh, all the girl Bamfs are here." And then they're like battle stations girls, like it, and then everybody Bamfs away. Like, this is just their lives as they chase each other around.
Yeah. Although
the girls seem more interested in regular Nightcrawler.
They are disgusted by the Bamfs, and at first, like, they show you all the lady Bamfs, and the assumption is like, okay, I guess all the boy Bamfs are horny, and all the lady Bamfs are. No, they are just as bad when they see Kurt, and they're like, now that's a man, and they all go in on him using the exact same sort of like language, the pickup lines, and just come back to my place,
kiss him without his consent. Yeah,
it's a good subversion. He got me with that.
Yeah, it's fun. But they must bone the boy Bamfs because they make more Bamfs, you know?
Yeah, I'll tell you, the Bamf that was riding with Kurt and then freed all of them, I think
he's
with a little charisma,
he's gonna have a good night.
He's gonna do just fine.
He's gonna have a good time. All right, so suddenly Kurt finds himself being pulled into the dimensional void again and spit back out in a new dimension. He beats up a T-Rex cowboy named Cretaceous Sam.
Cretaceous Sam, Matt. I have never been more enamored with a
I'm gonna drill villain. You good. While I'll be hornswoggled, it's a mammal.
I hate mammals.
Who was that Boggie?
It's awesome. There's a very good bit because number one, he meets a T-Rex in a cowboy hat and cowboy vest and double pistols at his side.
I'm Cretaceous Sam, the rootinest, tootinest, rip-roaringest, roughest, toughest varmint west of the tar pits.
And he hates mammals, so he's about to shoot Kurt, and Kurt's like, I'm not a mammal. I'm a boggie. And when Cretaceous Sam's like, what's a boggie? Kurt punches him on the jaw and knocks him out. He takes down a T-Rex. He is at the top of my submission list for the loser league. This is incredible.
The whole process repeats, and now he's attacked by a big green bug monster who's yelling, Ooga. Pat, it's the Ooga Beast from Bizarre Adventures number 27.
Beast. He didn't think of it. They don't have another name for it. He just calls it the Ooga Beast.
Yeah. He knows where he is now. He finds Sev the Oracle, remember? From Bizarre Adventures 27?
The Max Headroom lady.
He still actually has a little Dark Force energy left from Bizarre Adventures number 27, which drew the portal to him in the first place. Every jump since then has been Kitty in the danger room, though. What's more, he's had the power to go home all along. Doing so should burn off any residual Dark Force in him, so the problem's all solved. He thinks real hard about his friends and family and love, and then teleports back home. Kitty and Illyana are relieved they didn't kill Kurt. The end. And Kitty has a Playgirl collection. The end.
Yeah, apparently.
Because
they asked him about the time they accidentally removed his clothes, and he was like, he says, I don't think you're old enough for that.
And Kitty's like, yeah, not old enough. You should see Illyana's Playgirl collection.
Yeah.
Which means that they look at them together. They're roommates, and Kitty knows all about the Playgirl collection. They're sharing play. Yeah,
it's a shared collection. It's just
absolutely.
Illyana's the
It's
one bold
kept
enough to go out and buy them.
Yeah, it's kept
She
on
doesn't
Illyana's
care.
side of the. Yeah, Illyana will show up at a corner store and say, "Hey, I'm looking for the dick mags."
Yeah. Give me the porn.
I want porn. I'm looking to see men's penises and balls.
Overall, man, okay. This last issue was the best issue of the miniseries.
100%.
But I gotta stress, like, it doesn't work. I was laughing out loud reading this. I would not have without the curves this story took in the first 3 issues. It really ties this stuff back together in a very satisfying conclusion and pays off so many of the jokes. The him insisting he's not a Boggie through all 4 issues, just getting progressively funnier as it happens. Like it is brilliant comedic timing in the pace of a 4-issue miniseries.
Only for the punchline to be him telling Cretaceous Sam that he is a Boggie.
Because
he doesn't want to be,
so he doesn't get eaten. It's so good and so stupid. Sorry.
I do wonder if it, like, when Cockrum started drawing and writing, if he was like, I'm gonna write an adventure story, and then was like, oh, this is getting silly, I'm just gonna lean into the silliness, or if from the very beginning he was like, I'm gonna write a silly one.
He was like I'm gonna write a comedy.
I honestly can't tell which one happened, but I'm glad that it turned out the way it did. Like it morphed from something that was kind of tedious and just like generic into something that was really special.
Yes. Yeah. This could have gone very wrong, but it didn't.
It was good. I think that's how I feel about this whole episode, right? It's a bunch of issues that are written by kind of subpar writers, but tackling these ideas. It's just having Kurt bouncing around and being Kurt elevates their writing to something very fun and very cool.
Exactly. I think it's like that sort of that roguish swashbuckler. What writer doesn't want to get their hands on a character like that and just have fun with them?
Right.
Like usually in a Spider-Man team up, it would be an equal share of Spider-Man and whoever he's teaming up with being idiots.
Right.
But these writers clearly like Kurt more, so
yeah.
Even through those issues, he's the star when he teams up with Spider-Man. That's insane. Nobody upstages Spider-Man.
Except for... we're going to see some more... I said subpar writers. We're going to see some more Mary Jo Duffy in not too long from now. And I'm curious how you're going to feel about her other stuff. What have you read from her in the future or in the past?
Just the stuff that we've come across in this X-Men run.
Okay, so very, very little.
Yeah. But I've liked everything she's done so far. It's been fun. And like an interesting take on whoever's been writing it at the time.
Yeah, I think she's a fun writer. I don't think she doesn't have the depth of like a Claremont, but she's a very fun writer. And I think the series that we're going to see from her is a little haphazard, but very fun. Yeah, what else? Also, it's just kind of cool. Like, I think that's what you're saying is true. This is just like when you have what we just did was took a tour through Nightcrawler walking through the rest of the Marvel universe outside the X-Men.
Yeah.
And everyone loves him. And he's the same. He steals the show every single time. I think that's a really interesting character to have in your universe.
Yes, exactly. No, sorry. When you said it, I realized that I was just going to repeat what I said, but I can do it concisely, I think. Yeah, exactly. I think that he is probably really exciting as an artist too, right? The not just as a writer, but to be able to essentially draw an acrobat, right? As
Oh yeah,
somebody
yeah,
who
yeah.
studies anatomy and just find those poses and working them into this sort of action.
But also
Plus
to be able
drawing
to, yeah.
a very handsome blue man.
Yeah, to be able to add that like extra cool thing uh into the imagery, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Fucking look,
yeah.
Nightcrawler's so cool.
Kurt Rupert, Nightcrawler
Kurt
is
Rupert,
cool.
this guy fucking rules.
This guy fucks. Kurt Rupert, this guy fucks.
He's got an eye out, stuff that you could buy out. If you had a time machine that you would like to try out, it's Pat Steele.
Matt,
Patrick,
it's time
I'm
for
here.
Pat Steals and Deals.
That's what I'm here for.
We took a little trip back in time today,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go with some ads that hail from a few years before. We're gonna take a little trip back in
Just
time.
a little step backwards.
We're gonna take a little trip back in time.
This might be an ad that your grandparents would have.
Not that far. I don't think our listeners are that young. They seem to scale up age-wise.
They seem to be, yeah, I think a lot of them are older than us. Which is good.
Yes.
We like that.
Not disparaging, just noticing. Anyway, Matt.
Yes.
New invention, chemical light. $1.49 each, postage paid. Chemical light is for dangerous missions, exploring emergencies, camping, and 1,001 other uses. This amazing 6-inch light stick developed for the Navy stores for years and is ready to provide a light without batteries, bulbs, and external wires.
Pat.
Yes.
This is a glow stick.
This is not just a glow stick. This is the invention of the glow stick.
This is just kind of a glow stick is what it is. Man, imagine going to a rave and being like, hey guys, I got all these cool chemical lights that you can wear on your body.
You guys want some chemical light?
Sorry, I only wear all natural lights on my... I only wear organic lights on my body.
It's so $1.49 each.
Okay.
Special.
Yes.
5 for $6.25.
No. I can get a fucking 100 of these for $5.
Not when they were a brand new invention just brought over from the Navy.
Oh, man.
It looks like the hand. This is an illustration. It looks like he's holding like a Simpsons style plutonium rod.
Yes, it does. Yeah. All right.
Which is definitely what first caught my eye.
Okay. So light is for dangerous missions, exploring, emergencies, camping, and 1,001 other uses. Pat, let's see how many we can get that don't involve those. Let's go back and forth.
Going to a rave.
Okay. Illuminating your car on the side of the road.
Sure. Part of a Halloween costume.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Dropping into the water to see the ocean floor.
Ooh. Trying to break them open and pour them on your clothes or skin to see if that will glow. I did that a lot.
You could drink them and die.
You can drink them. You won't die if you just drink a little bit, but don't drink them. Don't try that.
We're already kind of running thin, man.
You can chew on them. They're kind of nice on your teeth if you have like a chewing thing, but you don't want to break them open because refer to our last thing. Don't drink them.
You can... I don't have another thing.
You could plug a hole with them the size of like it's just a rod that you could like You could use it as a dowel.
You could do that. Yeah, so there's not 1,001 other uses for this fucking glow stick, Pat. This is your worst deals and deals yet.
This is not my worst.
He's got an eye out, stuff that you could buy out. If you had a time machine that you would like to try out, it's Pat Deals and Steals.
Oh, folks.
That was a fun
thank
deals
you.
and deals.
Thank you so much for being here. You just called it my worst.
I mean, it was the worst product that you've tried to advertise to me. Except for that one where that product was they steal my ideas.
Yes. Send us your ideas. Okay. You gotta, folks, you've got to keep listening. You got to keep listening until we're done our little spiel here. And by the time
Pat,
we're done
what's
that,
going
I
on
think
in that brain?
you should rest assured that you can do something to help us out if you enjoy the show.
Oh, you got there. You came around.
That could be. Now I forgot all the other stuff. That could be.
You can follow
signing
us
up on Patreon.
You can go to our Patreon in the show notes. You can follow us on Instagram at Mutant Menace Pod. You can follow us on YouTube and like and share and subscribe in all those places because it helps us. On Patreon, you can even subscribe for free.
Or for $1 or whatever amount you want. It's really, there's some good stuff on there. If you want to be featured on Pat's Email Corner, or even if you just want to chat with us, mutantmenacepod@gmail.com. You need to specify if you don't want to be on Pat's Email Corner.
Yeah, please.
I will read your email on air. Big thanks to Julia Selly for providing the voice of Trish Tilby. Huge thanks to Krills Wilson for providing most of our music.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, Matt,
we're going to be at you guys next week with another sort of like off the, another sort of character feature. We're focusing on Iceman next time. What's he been up to? Is he dead? Is he alive?
Who fucking cares?
There's the Iceman miniseries.
That's what we'll be up
to. So Pat, you're going to tell us that the amazing catchphrase that we say at the end of every episode?
Our famous sign-off, folks. Remember, when you're born with a tail, you learn to go through doors fast.
And as always, oh no, I went poot.